feeling tough. Sweating through the days, ain't no broken plan. Talking with the folks from this thirsty land.
Good evening and welcome into the Farmer Tan podcast. And if you're listening to this morning or afternoon, well, you're just going to have to wait and get it to an evening, or otherwise my intro no longer works. So I am Jared, Vaden Bushels and Beef from Farnham, and taking a turn hosting this time. Jake's just kind of sometimes wanted to see what it's like to not have to run everything and have a freeloading host. So I'm going to try to pull my weight a little bit this week. And across the table from me is Jake in the 308 of Laird Feed. And Jake, how are you doing?
Good evening. I'm doing well.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, feeling lazy, so I like it.
Well, we're both sitting in chairs and just talking, so neither of us are exerting ourselves too heavily.
No, not too much.
Well, that's all right. So, well, anyway, we're kind of getting back off the wildfire podcast, and that was, I don't know, I really enjoyed doing that. Big thanks to Scott for doing that and getting all caught up on that, but we really haven't done a podcast, just the two of us, and talking what's going on in our operation since then. Spring has been it's just been a different type of spring.
Yeah.
It's kind of been busier for all the wrong reasons, and it's been kind of hard to get back together. So we're just going to get caught up on the whole spring on their farm and ranch updates. So do you want to lead it off and say what kind of basically from February till June?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so I was going to say not have a podcast. We haven't even really just hung out.
No, we haven't. We haven't seen much of each other recently.
Yeah.
So
It's been kind of crazy, but so yeah, really, and not to whatever. We're not going to rehash all the fire stuff, but
yeah, right.
But some of the stuff that we're doing is because of it.
Right.
So yeah, for the most part, basically done calving, except a few lates that we knew were late that we retained just because, we wanted to keep numbers kind of where they were. So we're waiting on a few of them to finish, but basically done calving. Calving all went really pretty well for the most part.
There was not any blizzards or mud or nothing. It was about as easy as a calving season the guy could ask for, honestly.
Yep, it was. So, no real complaints there. We have yet to work calves, which is a bit of a concern.
Yeah, but after we get off, we'll put some plans together to do that.
Yeah, I think so. This is usually we are to grass by now.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to push yours at this point.
Yeah.
Got to be getting kind of sizey.
There's some of them are going to be kind of salty.
Yeah,
so
you sure will.
So that'll be fun.
Boy, I don't know you're going to get to do that.
Well, not me. I'm going to run the chute. But so yeah, because we're not going to grass this year, we've got oats and barley and clover planted under the pivot at our house. That's what cows are grazing on right now. And that has been working well. We're going to follow it up with some sorghum sedan and some pearl millet and just rotate through that through the summer. So they're not actually going to grass. And because of that, we haven't been in a big hurry to get them worked, really.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah. So, I remember you telling me how they kind of ended up on that oats and barley mix. It kind of wasn't on your timeline, was it?
No. So at our place is on the north end of the quarter, got corrals on the south end, and we'd been grazing on some dormant cane that was just, that was kind of the plan. We let it grow. We didn't cut it. And we were working our way through that, and that was going pretty well. And we were going to move them in about a week. So we got the oats, barley, clover planted on the other 3/4 of that quarter. And we were just getting ready to probably turn them out in a week or so. And Erin went home one day, do something over noon hour or whatever. And she's like, yeah, you didn't let the cows out this morning on that oats, did you? And I'm like, well, no. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to stay home and fence then. So I don't know if it was deer or calves running back and forth, but they got the hot wire. It was just a single hot wire. So, I mean, nothing too major, but they got that down and let themselves out on the oats. The silly part of that is them silly girls crossed the, 50 acres of this beautiful lush oats and barley, clear down to the yard. They had to walk across that whole thing to get down to the yard to stand around and eat the ground hay pile.
Just walk past the green to eat hay again that they've been eating for
so I don't know
all winter.
I don't know what their deal is. I guess it is what is the cow?
Yeah, they are perplexing.
But so anyway, we got that going. It's going to kind of spoil a guy because we don't have to round up, sort, work calves, sort, haul stuff, pair out, let stuff out, make sure everything's right. Like nothing's leaving the place.
And they're all there where you can see them and keep track of them.
So we're going to round them up, sort them out, work the calves, dump them back out.
Yeah. How are you going to handle the bulls in groups?
Oh, you know,
is it just going to be kind of a potluck this year? Kind of everything goes with everything? Or
I don't know. So
yeah,
our replacement heifers are down at my brother's. So, so we can still control that different. The stuff at our place, I don't know, because there's going to be a large head number all in one spot.
Right.
And we are a little concerned about that. I think we'll probably turn out the number of bulls that we need to cover that many cows. But because of how pastures oftentimes get split, we probably have a couple spares. And so we might do like A team, B team. Like, we might put first cycle out with one group and then we might pull them and kick some others out. I'm not sure yet how we're going to handle that. Really, we do a pretty good job rotating bulls. So I'm not going to say there won't be any line breeding, but it would be pretty minimal. So, and just probably one generation.
That was something I was wondering about when it was looking pretty bleak on pastures, how I would still keep the bull and cow rotation separate.
Yeah, ours is going to kind of go to pieces on that a little bit, but hopefully nothing too major. So, but yeah, we're going to do that. Oats and barley are actually looking really good. We've been pretty happy with that. We buzzed them across our side quick, partially because they got out there. Also to shorten it up so it would have a chance to regrow without getting too far away. One thing that's a little iffy is anytime you introduce a stressful situation, you increase the likelihood of that plant gathering nitrates.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know on our stuff. We haven't tested ours yet. We have tested some of the stuff that they are currently grazing, and it came back at like 200 parts per million.
Okay, so it's pretty good.
I mean, it's so safe, it's not even worth talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But we tested some for a neighbor where they were grazing was like 400.
Okay.
But the stuff they had just grazed across that was starting to regrow, which it was probably regrowth within 4 or 5 days. I mean, it came back just hotter than July.
No kidding.
Yeah. And I know that is a concern and can be, especially if you're, stressing the plant, which grazing you are.
Exactly.
So we're hoping that my guess is the stuff we have grazed once is probably also hot.
Yeah.
It may not be anymore because we've been off it for 2 weeks. So we're going to have to double check that before we either cut it for hay or come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those nitrates will dissipate.
Yeah.
So it'll be what it'll be. The side they're on now, originally we were going to graze it, move to the third piece. I think we were just going to stay on the piece we're on now and graze it into the dirt and then call it good.
Okay.
Come Wednesday, we will have been there for 2 weeks. So going to bounce to the next side, probably graze it into the dirt, and then just start planting cane in behind them. Got one of the neighbors lined up to come drill probably the first part of the week on that first patch. So trying to get everything timed out will be the largest headache.
Yep.
But that's kind of where we're at on that, I guess. So how about you guys?
Yeah, it's like I said, calving weather. We calve a month before you guys, but basically same story, different verse. Just stays really dry. No snowstorms, no rain. I think we got one little shot of rain, and I had scours move through the calves, which it seems like every year I get a flush.
And April showers bring May scours.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's just a matter of when and how bad that scours move through. And this year, had a calf get pretty sick, but it was status quo basically. Just treat a couple and let them work through it, and on their way. And then planting season got off to a late start. We had some cool weather towards the end of April. There was like several nights in the 30s, and we hadn't gotten rain yet, so we just decided to wait out that cold stretch. We did end up catching a 1/2 inch of rain, which was good for the dry land. It wasn't enough, but it was better than nothing. But we mowed through all the corn, beans, milo in roughly 10 days to 2 weeks. I mean, just flew through it. It was no rain delays. It went pretty well. So then we spent a lot of time irrigating. Really, Dad did a lot of the tractor work because I was just running around getting pivots ready to go and running pivots and keeping them going. I think before the crop got out of the ground, it was 3 passes on the pivots. So we did plenty of irrigating. It felt like July and March, just softening the ground up for planting, getting things the moisture right for what we could under pivots. And then after planting, they make sure the emergence was similar. And then kind of, like you said, cattle, it was usually we're kicking out last week, April, if it's a good year, early May. It was almost June here before we got cattle to grass, finally got the grass to grow enough. Still don't love how it's looking, but might as well kind of use what's there. If it dries up, we'll pull off early, but kind of like I alluded to earlier, just needed a way to kind of split them up and get bulls out how I wanted. So
Yeah.
can't really do that in corrals at home. So if we can get through a breeding season on pasture then at least we can stay on track that way. But
Yeah.
so
We're kind of the same way you're talking about irrigating. A little bit different situation because we're doing irrigated pasture, I guess, so to speak, this year. But yeah, the amount of water we've pumped already is kind of crazy for this time of year.
exactly.
So,
And, coincidental good timing. We have I shouldn't say a lot, about half diesel power units, and this whole spat with Iran and spiking fuel prices was real handy. So.
super handy. You were also talking about that cool weather. Alfalfa, really, we probably should have cut it last week.
Yeah.
The weather was
Another rough spring for alfalfa.
Yeah, the weather was kind of sketchy, and so we opted not to. I think that's on the plan for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to cut some alfalfa, but that cold weather, I think we burnt ours back at least 3 times.
No kidding.
I mean, it was looking good. Well, then we'd get a night that was 28.
Right.
And it never really turned it black, but it'd be all wilty. And then for like 4 or 5 days, you could tell it was recovering. It wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Then it'd get to growing. We'd grow for a while, and then we'd have another one of those nights. And so, yeah, alfalfa was way behind. And
that's what I'm starting to ask the question, is this our new normal, or are we, when are we rotating out of it? It's been
no, it is. This is
kind of close to 5 years of cool springs, dry springs, and it's just, first few years you're like, well, we'll snap out of it and get back to normal. But mild winters, dry winters into prolonged cool, dry springs, it's really kind of, you'd like to know, because it's definitely changes how you manage things.
Well, the crazy thing that I think a little bit is, so winter was super mild, and then it didn't really change much going into spring. Like, we still stayed in that same temperature bracket. So instead of being in the, 70s or 80s, we were still rolling around in the 50s and 60s. Yeah. I honestly think if the seasons were circular, I feel like we've rotated the seasons 10 degrees.
Yeah, exactly. About a month behind on everything.
Right?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, you kind of needed to have stuff buttoned up by Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Winter might happen. Now we have till Christmas.
Yeah.
It seemed like in March you were starting some field work, probably, certainly the first part of April, it was warming up.
Yep.
And, now it's like, well, the end of April, 1st of May more.
May's the new April. It's just, it doesn't warm up like it used to.
But, I kind of think that, well, I don't know. It's a couple of things. It's either, the upper echelon controlling the weather.
Yeah.
With their cloud seeding and blocking out the sun and whatever else they're doing, which is possible. But I also wonder, so you go back to, take your pick, right? Greece, Rome, any of those places where they have like thousands of years of written history.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to celebrate, 250th anniversary here. We don't hardly have enough time for them to go, well, that's just what it's always like.
Right.
For all we know, boy, the weather's being weird lately. Well, maybe the weather's just being like it normally is.
That's just what you don't know.
We just had a weird 150-year stretch where it was different.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's either that or, politics. I'm not sure.
But yeah, you think about the 70s and 80s, you hear about the winters in those times. It was kind of, snow fell in November and it didn't leave till March.
Yeah.
Which I can't think of the last time we've had a winter that's mostly snowy.
So we got that new to us Bobcat this year.
Yeah.
And put a snow pusher
that's
on
why
it.
I did it. Yeah. Because you're finally prepared.
And I pushed snow twice because I could, not because I had to.
You had to.
And in fact, I probably made a bigger mess doing it than if I would have left it alone. Yeah, it just did not snow.
Well, you think about it, the Department of Roads, all the money they saved on salt and application, they should have a lot more to actually fix potholes and guard lines, right?
You'd think, but yet our evaluation come in the mail and everything went up again.
That's right.
So I don't know. Maybe that's different.
Yeah, Oh, man. So anything going on feed store wise through the spring? Or
everything's going on.
Everything's going on. That's what I thought.
The interesting thing at the store is just fire/drought in general, how that is going to change things. And so what we don't know yet is what that average is going to look like at the end of the year. So we have already sent out more creep feed earlier than
guys are already doing.
Yep. But I also know that there are cows leaving the area, whether guys are selling off, whether they're shipping them out. whether they didn't keep replacements, whatever the case may be. So I don't know if the extra stuff we're selling sooner will make up for the stuff we normally sell that we won't. That'll be down, so I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But, it's changed some management. We're going to, be carrying different mineral, some stuff that we normally stock just in the spring that we kind of let go as we work into summer. We'll probably be carrying all year for the guys that are grazing on pivots.
Yeah.
And some of those different things. And so it's going to change our profile a little bit, but we're still busy. I mean, still plugging away. And so no real crazy advancements or anything. Just working away. So
yeah, no, I mean, we've caught some pretty good rains, really. Not enough. Doing some post holes, we're kind of got moisture 18 inches down. But lately it's been hot and breezy.
Yeah.
And that's not the combination we need. So it'll be interesting heading forward. We got some slight rain chances. We're still in the bright red on the drought monitor. We were in the very worst category, the dark red. And we're just adjacent to that now, but I have a feeling we don't catch rain this week. We're going to be right back into the very extreme drought.
Yeah.
And pastures are already kind of showing that they're not much of a fan of this heat and wind.
Yeah.
So that's a little concerning.
Well, and we're the 7th of June, and they're talking this whole coming week is hot and windy.
Yeah.
And dry.
Yeah. Looks like the thunderstorm chances are going to be right place, right time kind of chances.
Yeah.
Not a good line, but
yeah.
If you can hit the right one, that's gonna.
We've picked up a couple inches of rain in a various number of different shots and storms and whatnot. And it is not unusual for somebody to get 80, 90 hundredths, and then a neighbor 4 or 5 miles away gets a quarter.
Yeah.
So it really is kind of right place, right time. But I'd like to get some hay cut this week. We've got some rye that really needs cut. It needed cut 2 weeks ago. Probably it's going to be a little mature now, but we kind of got in the midst of that rain, and they weren't just talking about it. It was actually raining.
Yeah.
And this is some lowland stuff. It doesn't dry real well. And so this will be a good week to get it put up, and, it'll certainly be filler, or, it'll work for something. So if Aiden Bushels and Beef is looking for ground hay pile extender,
I think we probably will be.
but yeah,
it's looking like a big feeding year this year. So it has been, and I think that trend's going to continue.
Back in 2002, so I would have just graduated from high school, went to work for a guy that was custom silage cutting, and he's like, well, I'll definitely take your help. Got through haylage, got through rye. He did a fair amount of farming too, and he ran other silage choppers through the shop. We did some shop work, and he's like, yeah, that'd be great. I hope you get a chance to chop some silage, before you head back to college or head off to college. And we started like the week after the 4th of July chopping on some dryland stuff. And the machine I was running, we pretty well had it wore out. By the time I went to school that fall. I mean, we chopped all of July and August almost. And
I have it's year has kind of that feeling to it, but I almost am concerned the dryland's even going to get to a point it can be chopped.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it could fail earlier than that.
That particular year, I think we were lucky enough. We had some moisture early that we got everything up. I mean, and most of it was shoulder high when it started giving up, which isn't great, but you could still cut it. Literally. And I think actually the next year was kind of dry too. I don't really remember, but
yeah, it was here.
I think about the only good corn we got to chop that year is we chopped a lot of pivot corners. And usually you had to get to the back corner somehow. And you got to chop through the pivot to get there. And so
I know.
We usually got to chop 12 rows of something decent.
So here the droughts have fallen basically exactly on 10 years.
Yeah.
02 was bad. 12 was bad. 22 was pretty bad too. And I think it was 22. I was helping the guy chop, and it was just, it was a lot of dry land. It's so light and fluffy. It was hard to hit the truck. And I think same thing. He was chopping silage for 3 months straight.
Like packing chicken feathers. And
and I mean, trucks don't have AC, so it's just windows down, but it's light enough, it's swirling around and filling your cab. You just stop brushing it off your lap at some point, because what's the point?
I still remember we were standing out in the field. We were working on a cutter, I think, just doing a little maintenance at the end of the day, or I don't know, putting a different chain on or whatever we did. But somebody had a cheap socket, didn't want to run the good stuff, in the field, in the
Yep.
service truck or whatever. Luckily, they'd set it on the cutter head and it got bumped and it fell off and it hit the ground and then it rolled and it went down a crack.
Oh, man.
And I mean, this crack was like an inch and a half wide. And we're standing there looking at that and somebody's like, how far you suppose that went?
Yeah.
And somebody else says, well, looks like it's headed home. Anyway, we got tape measure out of the truck and I don't remember like how deep it was, but the tape measure, it
Wow.
went considerably deep enough we didn't bother getting a spade.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
we just, we'll donate that to the cause. But
And I tell you, if you want to become a good truck driver, just spend some time on a silage crew. You'll drive about every type of truck and every type of condition. And yeah, I think that's pretty good experience.
It is,
in
yeah.
a hurry. It's
Yeah.
hard experience, but it's good experience.
yeah, it was fun. Definitely had some good memories from that for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good times.
So I don't know. Hopefully we're not heading out that road. But speaking of which, I have put some spring triticale in. A pivot I was planning on doing beans on, I went to that just to kind of help some neighbors out, get some more feed for people that kind of burned up, and I kind of needed some feed myself. So was going to do a small pivot, but threw another big pivot in just to help that out. That should be going down into this week, beginning of next. It's kind of the first time I've done haylage, so
Oh, yeah.
that'll be kind of interesting to go through that, and we'll see how that goes. But
That's fun. You'll like it.
yeah, I think I will. I mean, quick way to do feed. It's a lot faster than a baler, but we'll kind of go behind that with soybeans and do the soybean hay like you guys have. So you're making converts out here. Just get some more soybean hay to the country.
You know, I enjoy talking about it, but I think I've talked about it too much, and now people start growing it themselves. And they don't need to buy it from me. So, but no, that's good. Good thing.
They figured that was kind of the way to keep the bacteria going to the soil, so we don't go like 6 years out of rotation and lose the rhizobia. So
Well, and to be honest with you, you get beans planted to cut for feed anytime middle of June. They'll be great.
yeah,
I mean, that'll work just fine. Probably better than trying to make grain out of them at that point. So,
yeah.
No, you'll love it. It'll be good.
Yeah, so that'll be something different. But like I said, just trying to find, not like grain prices are that lucrative anyway, so should be able to make some affordable feed and help people out and probably still be just as well off as raising a soybean crop. But
Yeah.
who knows? There's a lot of time left. You never know what markets are going to do.
Yeah. No, I know it. You know, we, like I said, getting ready to cut some hay, need to get the swather kind of tuned up. I know there's a few things I need to do to it. I'm not picking here, but one thing that is interesting. So I know I've got some skid shoes that are wore out on the bottom of the swather. And so I probably better get some of those ordered. And so I was just doing some checking around, and I want to support my local dealerships and everything as much as I can, but I did buy some off the internet that were half of what
No kidding.
the other like company stamped parts were.
Yeah.
I get it to some degree, and I mean, I'm not trying to stir nothing up, but like, if these skid shoes are half as good as the other ones, they're also half the money.
Right.
Like, what are you out? And honestly, on this disc mower, like, changing skid shoes is piece of cake. And honestly, a lot of times when I cut cane, I've got a set of tall stubble skids that I put on. So about once a year, mine come on and off anyway. So they're not bad to take off most of the time. Now watch, I'll have troubles now that I said that out loud. But
it would be kind of tough to get something to last half as long. I mean,
right.
You would 75% maybe, but boy, that'd have to be way less quality to get half the life out.
Right. And so I don't know. I kind of struggle with that one.
Yeah.
And I guess just to the point of I'm going to sound like I'm complaining here if I don't take it easy, but like, just everything is kind of getting to be that way.
It is.
And so, I mean, you know, just, you really need to look at what your costs are going to be. And like, if there is a true value to the name brand, whatever it is, then great. And I'm not opposed. Like, you know, I run Lucas grease in a lot of my stuff, you know, whatever. But if you can go to, you know, your local farm store and buy a tube of grease that costs half of what a better quality, you know, whatever your preferred version is. But is that actually as good?
Right.
I'd probably argue no.
Yeah.
And so for something like that, I'll spend the extra money.
Yeah.
Right. But like, what's the worst thing that happens if a skid shoe goes bad? Like I wear a hole in it and I start dragging a trail and I go, oh, I wonder what's happening. And I get out and look at them, like, oh, where's the skid shoe out? And then I just put a different one on.
Yep.
So I don't know. Anyway, but.
And that's kind of on that note. My thought is, I think I'm on track from what I'm hearing a lot of people. The cost of newer machinery is gone. So the volume of sales is going down. So they got to make up that income somewhere.
It makes you feel that way, don't it?
We're kind of in that shareholder kind of thing where, you got to report to your shareholders. You got to show profits all the time. You can't, and they don't accept excuses. So I think that's why parts and service is going up. And then I even heard a lot of this new stuff is engineered to start failing as soon after the warranty expires because they need that part and service revenue. That's all John Deere's right to repair thing. They want to get the service side, get the dollars going through that. So it's just kind of a vicious cycle of, they're going to get their dollar somehow from you.
Yeah.
And if you can't afford to buy equipment, it's going to be through parts and stuff. And even if you are partial to John Deere Case parts, John Deere and Case aren't making those parts anymore. Those are all farmed out to other companies they contract with. So I don't even know, even if you think John Deere's the best quality, these parts aren't even made by John Deere anymore. And it makes you wonder how much John Deere even inspects them or really cares, as long as they're getting them at the right price point and they're selling them at the right price point. I don't think they really care if they're selling you the better quality or not.
So I'll be honest with you. I did a fun little experiment last year. I put a full brand new set of knives in the disc mower. I bought one box from the dealer. I bought one box off an internet site that was pretty reputable. It wasn't just, it was a cutter supply place that, pretty reputable. Bought stuff from them. And then I was actually in local farm store, box store one day, and they had knives that would fit my machine. And so just for fun.
Just off the shelf?
Yep.
No kidding.
So just for fun, I bought enough to do 2 turtle heads of the box store blades. So I put all those on. I knew where I'd put everything. I wrote it down, and I cut a ton of feed. And then I started checking them. Dealership blades versus internet blades, zero difference. In fact, to your point, I would argue they looked so... A blade's a blade to some degree, but they look so strikingly similar. I'm not sure they actually weren't the same.
The same supplier, yeah.
Could tell no difference.
Huh.
Farm store blades carried the edge okay, but it oblonged the holes faster.
Oh, okay.
And so, I probably wouldn't run those again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah. And strikingly similar. But the blades, it was the same thing. They weren't quite half, but pretty close to half as much as the dealership blades. They ran perfect, flawless. They didn't bend any more or any less. They didn't wear the edges, didn't wear the corners any more or any less than the factory blades. And I just went boy, that's a big difference.
Yeah, it is. So it's just, I don't know.
Anyway,
it's tough to, some stuff you can't fix yourself, but I'm finding myself more and more, my time is better spent servicing, repairing my stuff than it probably was a generation ago. Because I remember Dad kind of told me growing up, I don't know what the shop charge was, but he kind of looked at having service calls almost like having a hired man. He couldn't, obviously afford to have a hired man, but he's like, having them come do that job allowed me to go do something else. Yeah. And it almost was worth the price to get my time back. There's no way you can justify that now.
Right.
And you kind of look at what your hour's worth compared to what a service hour charges.
Yeah.
Your time's better spent kind of trying to eliminate as many of those service hours as you can. So, but then again, some of the stuff you can't work on. So it's just kind of tough to find that balance of you're already short on time. What do you cut out to take out service hours?
Yeah.
What else is that?
Well,
it's just, I don't know.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm not looking to offend anybody or anything like that. But, once companies start becoming publicly traded, they lose some control over, quality and some of the control over the product in general, right?
Because they no longer answer to the customer.
Yeah. Unless they're incredibly regulated, which, honestly, take Chick-fil-A, for example, right? To be a franchisee, just not any old buddy can go in there. Like
Right.
I am fairly certain Chick-fil-A is still privately owned. You can apply for a franchise, but they really, really limit like who they allow to be a franchisee.
Yeah.
And it shows, right? Like
Right.
whether you think it is the best chicken ever or not, it's pretty hard to argue with their service and quality of just the product they produce.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Nothing you and I can fix, but
No.
man, you just
But we can,
it's
we can
hard
complain
to,
about it.
I mean, it's hard to see as it's happening, but you can look at the aftermath of some decisions and stuff, and you're like, man, had people had the foresight of what we have as hindsight, boy, we could have. A lot of the problems now it wouldn't have been that hard to keep preventing from happening, but now so far down the track, there's no reversing it. There is no going back.
Well, we'd been back to the moon already by now. But instead, then what was just last week or two?
I don't remember what the name of that rocket.
The name
was.
of that rocket. They just called it the kaboom because that's kind of what happened right there on the old launch pad, just kablooey. And so there you go, right? But,
yeah.
Hey,
but that was Amazon though.
Oh, well, yeah.
They probably, some Temu got in that order. So
Teamy rocket. It's the size of a black cat instead of a. Here's something I'm going to throw out there. Did you know? I think I probably knew this, but I probably forgot. The moon doesn't actually rotate on its axis.
Oh, really?
It is still, and as it rotates around the Earth, we are always seeing the same side of the moon.
Well, I think I knew that, but I thought it's because the moon rotates the same, like basically it rotates the same speed as it revolves around the Earth.
Well, right.
So we're only seeing the one side. It does rotate, but it's just it's the same speed as it goes around the Earth. So we're only seeing the same side.
Yeah, because if it didn't, you're right. If it didn't rotate at all, you would different. There wouldn't be a permanently dark side.
Right.
But I think I probably knew that, but then I heard that last week and I'm like, yeah.
That's why they wanted to see the dark side of the moon so bad, because we've never seen it.
Yeah. Was there even a dark side?
Not supposedly, but
like maybe the moon's just cut.
But I'm
kind
of like, why do I care?
Well, what if there is no other side of the moon? Like, what if it's just cut in half? And
it's just
you're like, well, it's not even round on the backside.
Something funny I saw on the internet it said first picture of the dark side of the moon. They get back there and there's a Dollar General there.
Yeah, right. And a Casey's.
Yeah. We'll put those about anywhere.
Man, that's good stuff.
Well, say you ready for a BSB?
Well, I am. Yeah, let's go.
All right.
For it.
Do you want to do the Fitzwater ad, or you want me to give a swing at it?
Oh, you can take a swing at it.
All right. Well, as much as I've given you grief, I deserved it.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see how you win on that deal.
So BSB, buy, sell, burn to the ground is brought to you by. See, we already messed
it's easy,
up.
isn't it?
Yeah. Golly.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, there is no starting over. So. Brought to you by Fitzwater Ag. Ben Fitzwater over there is your leader, dealer, and ag leader, right?
And dealers.
So, however that tongue twister you want to put together, but spraying season full swing. That's an important one to have your guidance ready and operating properly on. You don't want to over apply chemical, under apply. So if you need that fine tune, go see Ben, as well as any other general repairs. And if you have a 402 area code, sure, give him a call. And if you have a 308, call anyway. See if he picks up, and you never know.
You don't.
So if he doesn't pick up, call again. Yeah. And then text, voicemail, whatever.
Yeah. Call him at home.
Or just go to his house.
Sit in the yard, wait for him to come out.
That's right. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah. He'd probably follow you to your tractor and fix it.
That's right. So, hey, whatever it takes. And we just complained about service, but that's not the case at Fitzwater Ag.
No,
so
well, it's Fitz at Ag Works.
Ag, you're right. Fitz at Ag Works by Ben Fitzwater. Just kind of combining it all together.
And if you want to complain about sales and service, you're in the wrong location to complain to him.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, because he doesn't care.
Jake.
Oh, no, that's not right. He does care. just poking at you, Ben. We know you care.
Doesn't care about your feelings.
Yeah, he doesn't care about your feelings.
He's not there to fix your feelings. He's there to fix equipment.
Hey, if you need your feeling fixed, better help.
Better help. Yeah, that's not Fitz at Ag. So, no. Jake, if it's broke,
fix it.
All right. So, summer's coming up, and 2 weeks.
Clint Black's got a song.
Golly, you're kind of spoiling it.
Oh, my
sheesh.
bad. Go ahead.
Lee, man.
All right.
He just knows what I'm thinking.
Roll that back.
So it got me thinking about summer,
Mm.
and I was trying not to have a negative Nancy BSB. So
I appreciate that.
I wanted to do 3 songs about summer.
Mm.
And so you got to buy one, sell one, burn one to the ground.
Mm.
And as you alluded to, first one, summer's coming. Clint Black.
Sorry, I jumped the gun. I should.
So for those who don't know it, why don't you give it a tune? Give them the melody.
Get on Spotify, look that.
Yeah. Dadgummit. We don't have a good participation. Too.
Summer's coming.
Yeah, second one, Chattahoochee, Alan Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Way down yonder.
And last, what is a chat? Hoochie Coochie.
It's when you.
It's pretty hot because it's hotter than a Hoochie Coochie.
Yeah,
so
which is hot,
It is pretty hot.
apparently. It's a hot song.
That is a hot song. Last one's County Fair, Chris Ledoux.
Oh, okay.
I picked 3 dandies, so
You did.
have fun with that. So you want to go first, or since I've had time to think about it, you want me to go first?
Yeah, give me a minute to think.
Okay. I thought about it. I don't even know if I have my order yet. So I think, man, summer's coming might be my buy, especially when it's not summer. That song just gets me fired up for summer.
Oh, yeah.
That's just, I don't know. I think that's my buy. I'm going to buy Summer's Coming. I am going to sell County Fair. It's nothing. County fairs are just a huge part of summer here. And listen, Chris Ledoux sing about County Fair, just all encompassing and shit, and that summer mood. And yeah. And then I think I'll sell Chattahoochee just because I think there's a little bit of burnout on the radio. It comes on all the time. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that song hits me quite as hard as the other 2. So
Right.
I think that would be my choice.
All right. I can go with that.
All right.
Buy, sell, burn to the ground. I am absolutely.
No qualifiers. I nailed it. I was hoping I finally got one you didn't need qualifiers on.
I don't. You know what? I don't. This one.
We did it.
This is just wide open.
A year and a half in, we finally did it.
This is wide open. Without fail, County Fair, Chris Ledoux, buying that because Chris Ledoux is just, he was the man created on the 8th day. He was my hero growing up. I had almost every album he ever came out with. That was back when there were CDs, and I would play them till they would. What is happening?
Yep, sorry. That's a pager test.
Yeah, attention.
Golly.
Farnham Rescue. This is a
Didn't get my
test.
phone on silent. That's my bad.
It is.
That was not Chris Ledoux.
6:33 p.m.
Yep. Okay, sorry about that.
Text us back if you got this. Chris Ledoux, hands down, my favorite. Gonna buy it. Buy everything from Chris Ledoux. Gonna sell Summer's Coming.
Yeah,
I think I do like that one. If Chris Ledoux would have sang it, I'd be buying that one. So that was really pretty simple. I am burning to the ground Chattahoochee strictly because he dropped her off early, but then didn't go home.
Right. Yeah.
And I just can't get behind that.
No.
Like,
what else you got better?
What are you doing, guy?
Yeah.
You either need to hang out with her or go home and go to bed.
Yep.
So, I guess that's where I come out on that one. I was trying to think.
Got any other summer songs?
Wow, so
we need to do Jake Fairley's top 5 country songs about summer.
All right. Well, hey, I'm glad you brought
that's
that
kind of
up.
off another podcast we listen to is Public Figures. I don't know if you guys know comedian Dusty Slay, but they'll do a topic and he'll sometimes have his top 5 list of country songs about that topic.
Yes.
And it's usually 8 songs because he puts 3 honorable mentions.
Well, yeah, I got to have some honorable mentions. I probably could if I thought about it.
Yeah, I know. I should have given you more time, but there's several songs about summer.
Well, there are. I was trying to think, and this is just country songs about summer. So,
do not like Garth Brooks That Summer. I don't like that song.
Family-friendly podcast.
Yeah.
But I think I was in college before I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're right. I was probably too young when that first came out to really understand.
I don't think he's just talking about growing wheat. You know what I mean? So, yeah, probably not going to let that one go.
No.
Oh, my. I was trying to think. So, Tim McGraw.
And if you are like us, so you're just screaming at us at the podcast, I'm sure you got 15 on your mind. Like,
oh, yeah. This is a lot easier.
Why can't you think of that?
It's a lot easier when
you get a
not
microphone
live.
in front of your face. This is really hard to recall.
Yeah, I was trying to think, though. Tim McGraw's, oh, golly. Now that one's
Tim
escaped me,
McGraw's
too.
song.
I'm sure Tim McGraw sang something.
Saying something about summer.
And now that I think about it, Alabama probably had songs about summer.
Yeah.
Chris Cagle was hanging out in Laredo maybe over
That's true.
the summer. So
I was thinking Brooks and Dunn probably has something in there.
yeah, Neon Moon would come out in the summer.
Yeah, golly. Because I could think Indian Summer, but that's really about a fall. That
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
count.
That's a good song, though.
Yeah, it is a good song.
Yeah,
He's pulling up a Google search, so
I am.
we're going to get this figured out. We're going to get your favorite song in here.
We're not, though, because it's like Kenny Chesney song.
No, that's a hard pass.
I don't.
Golly, I got to say, Granddad was right about Kenny Chesney. We thought he was great. And then kind of about the time No Shoes, No Shirts, No Problem came out, he really took a turn. And it turns out Granddad was right. Kenny Chesney just turned out to not be a great country singer.
Yeah, and
Like all these country singers, once they cut their mullet or their long hair,
yeah,
the
right.
music goes with it.
I know it. I mean, there is Summertime by Kenny. I don't know about that.
I don't like that one.
So this is Country Summer Top 100 Hits on Spotify.
100. Good night.
Suds in the Bucket by Sarah Evans. That I don't. That's not really.
not
a
really.
Summer. Yeah, this list it doesn't have anything good on it.
Golly.
In fact, there's actually songs I've never even heard of on here. So yeah,
There's who sang a song is about working. Basically, they worked all summer and ended up with the farmer's daughter. It's like,
oh yeah,
it's
I know
like
the
Georgia
song.
Peaches.
Yeah, I know the song.
Golly.
Now I can't think of
Man,
it.
I can't think of it. Man, this is not going well.
It is not. But there was Summertime Blues though by Alan Jackson.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a pretty good.
That's
one.
about summer going too long.
Well, and every time he calls his baby and tries to get a date, his boss says, "No dice, son. You got to work late."
Well, he tried. Man, Alan Jackson, we really got to question his character. He's trying to cut out on work and still go out. And the deal
But then
was
he drops
like,
her off early.
Yeah, it's like the deal was you work hard, you
Yes.
get to take the car, and then you skirt it out on your work, and then you're bummed you don't get to take the car.
Right.
Well, that's just, what are you complaining about there, guy?
He's crying to his boss, trying to get off so he can go on a date with his
Right.
girlfriend. Then he drops her off early.
And then he tries getting help from a politician, which is the last place I'd like to go.
And honestly, a grape snow cone, there's much better snow cones
Yeah.
than grape.
Golly. I think we just uncovered something here.
Yeah.
Man.
Grape snow cone. Cheeseburger I could get behind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, a slaw burger fries and
A bottle of ski.
yeah, I don't know if I
Have you ever had a bottle of ski?
No, I don't.
I haven't either.
In fact, I'm not even sure what it is.
Fishing in the Dark. That's a good
That's a good
Yeah, it's a
summer
good
song.
summertime song.
Yeah. Oh, and don't go near the water.
What's that one?
He's like, don't go near the water. Right? And then got like, nah, I can't think who sings that either. Everybody's screaming at the radio.
Yeah.
He's like, we
Was
fell.
it Tim McGraw's song, I Like It, I Love It, that you're thinking of?
Yes.
When he's talking about going to county fair?
Yeah,
that's
the one
a
I was
good,
trying to think of.
great start. Like that and Summer's Coming just gets right into it.
Oh, yeah.
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 I liked how they start out.
Yeah.
Spent $48 last night at the county fair.
Whoa, careful. We're going to get
48
copyright infringement on that.
$48 probably doesn't go as far to county fair now as it did then.
I bet you don't even get to.
Could you even get a girl with $48 now?
No.
No.
I don't know if you could park the car for $48.
I don't think. Well, we go to Stockville, though. You can park for free.
Oh, well, there you go.
So that saves a little bit.
He threw out his shoulder, though.
Yeah, but he won her that teddy bear.
Well, he did. So that was good.
I'd throw on my shoulder and not win a teddy bear.
No. It'd be cheaper just to buy the teddy
It
bear.
would be.
But
I don't even think she'd want a teddy bear.
I don't think so.
No. God, I'm still trying to think of that one where he worked all summer and, there's a backfiring motorcycle.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody's out there.
Have you gotten your motorcycle out yet?
Yes. Actually, so it's funny you ask. A couple weeks ago, I was tired of life.
Yeah.
And not really like in the way I was going to self-harm myself,
Yeah.
but more like in the way I was going to run away from my problems. And I said to myself, let's get on the bike and we'll just pin it wide open and aim it south. And you know what? Maybe we'll end up in Texas. And so
He didn't end up in my place.
no, I did not. In fact, I only ended up about 2.5 miles away from home and had some problems with the fuse box on the old bike.
Oh, shoot.
And I dropped it actually ended up, there was some corrosion in the fuse box and it was just more bad connection than anything. But I ended up dropping out anything that was actually running on the battery. And so the bike was just running off strictly the charging system.
Yeah.
And so anytime you got over about half throttle, it'd stumble and fall on its face. And so
Well, that's a bummer.
I turned around in the neighbor's yard and I limped it back home. So I can't even properly run away from my problems.
That's
So,
disappointing.
It was super disappointing.
Yeah.
Since then, the issue has been remedied, but I still haven't actually got it back out since then. So
Yeah, I haven't
how
made it
about
out
you?
myself. No, I had something pop in my head when you were talking about that. Now I can't even remember what that was.
Well, you'll have that from time to time.
Yeah, all too often. Yep.
So don't go near the water is Sammy Kershaw, by the way.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about now.
And, because Mama used to worry about that big muddy river.
Yep.
And then she let the screen door slam when she stepped off the front porch. And then Mama was like, hey, don't go near that water.
Well, I don't go near the water. I am not a great swimmer.
Really?
Nope.
So one of the more popular summertime activities, and your thumbs down on any kind of recreational water activity.
I'm not a big lake person. No, I don't like going to the lake, honestly.
I actually don't either. Now, I will say, if the bank account would allow for a boat that, say, had a supercharged big block Chevy on it,
Horsepower always helps.
I could get into boating.
Yeah.
Or maybe drop a Duramax in it, like
Ooh.
one of them jet boats, and I could get way behind that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's go that way.
Hey, now you got something.
Favorite summer, what is your favorite recreational, like, I know it's few and far between, but I got
Yeah.
time to just do something I want to do, or maybe that you want to do with the family. What's your favorite summertime?
I'm trying to think. It used to be golfing, but I've gotten to the point where I don't get out enough, and it
Right.
just it isn't that enjoyable anymore.
It's getting tough.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it used to be bad, but I still enjoy it. Now I'm just bad, and I don't really enjoy it. I'm just too old. I'm just kind of ready for it to be done.
Right.
And that's disappointing because that was something I did like doing. Rodeos. I think
Yeehaw.
we do like going to rodeos. Boys like it. I cracked you up too good.
Sorry.
So
Had too much.
I'm trying to think
Ranfield.
what else. It's just, man, it's just tough to get away to do much, especially June. June is just the busiest of all. You get July. Yeah, the fireworks are nice, but that's staying up too late. So I don't know. I'd say go to
Not only that-
rodeos and just kind of trying to find things the boys are into.
You think taking $48 to the county fair, you take
Golly.
$48 to the fireworks stand,
Yeah.
like all you get is 2 punks and a box of snakes.
Yeah, and I mean, not the fireworks are ever high quality, but those tanks.
Oh, they are terrible.
I mean, tank wars are just a joke now.
Not
They don't
even-
even move.
It's barely a skirmish.
Yeah, it's just these. You used to be able to start them 10 feet apart,
Oh, yeah.
and they'd charge each other and blow
Yeah.
each other up, and that was a good time. Now you got to. They don't even move.
No. They don't got enough in them to start a small fire in the yard.
No. I mean, these fireworks aren't even that dangerous anymore.
No.
Really, they don't have enough firepower to be dangerous.
No. Although they did.
but they're priced twice as high.
Oh, yeah. But they go twice as low.
Yeah, exactly.
They did let bottle rockets back. I do kind of like that.
Yeah, we did do some of those. Elliot got some of those last year. You did enjoy those.
Yeah.
That's something safe and, well, safe in quotations, enough for a younger kid to like. It's
Yeah.
not like an artillery shell, but
No.
something that can fly and pop that's not quite as dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Like just a bottle rocket. You just hold the stick and light it and let the fuse get down way short and then throw it up in the air and let it take off.
That's not advised. Farmer Tan Podcast does not endorse these activities.
Oh man, like in high school and college, like constantly went racing in the summer. So always
okay.
going to local dirt tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. Time just doesn't seem to allow much of that to happen right now, which is okay.
And there's just not that much in this part of the state.
Yeah, I mean, we can go to Dawson County
Yeah.
or Lincoln County, but yeah, just it's more time really right now. Tractor pulling, just I still really enjoy that. That's one of those you got to travel a ways to get to one though, and I do love baseball. Love watching my boys play baseball, and so that's
Probably thinking that right now.
Yep. So I still really enjoy that and that sort of thing. Honestly, just hanging out with some friends or something,
Yeah.
maybe start a fire in the fire pit and just hang out.
That does sound good.
I'm almost to the point in life where if I have time to not do something, I'd rather just not do something with a couple of friends and
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
you want to go wherever and do whatever. Like or we could just hang out here. So
yeah, you're right. Kind of any spare time is trying to catch up with families.
Yeah.
So I try to do whatever gets time with the family mostly. So
yeah,
I don't know if I can name a hobby I have anymore. To be honest,
we
It's
like to
just
work
kinda-
in the summer.
Yeah, it's just what it takes.
No,
I try to take Elliot fishing and that kind of just try to do stuff for the boys.
yeah.
Which they like golfing, so I guess I can't give up completely on golfing
No.
because they're really getting into it.
That's a fact. I think we are going to go to the Nate Bargatze's movie,
Yeah,
The Breadwinner.
Breadwinner.
Yeah, we'll probably try to go check that out as a.
Now that you
family.
mentioned that, I think we're both going to Savannah Bananas.
Are you guys going?
Yeah, we are going
Oh, that's we are.
Yeah.
We are. What night are you guys? going?
Saturday at
Yeah.
Memorial.
Yep, we are too.
Yep, we were able to get in the lottery, but I think we barely made it in because by the time our time slot came open to pick seats, all that was left was the very far side of Memorial Stadium.
Oh, really?
So we're way out there.
We are not.
Nice.
Well, I set alarm on the phone, and I don't exactly know how it all works. My assumption is they don't open up all the seats.
No,
at
they
once.
pick different time slots. So
But we got one of the early slots, and then like as soon as it opened, I was ready.
yeah.
But we're in between home plate and first base
Oh, awesome.
in like the first section. We're like halfway up through the first section.
Man.
So that'll be kind of fun. But
So I mean, I think hopefully the boys enjoy that.
Oh, I
but
bet they will.
I think it's another family event.
Yeah.
I think it's going back to Nate's movie. He's kind of trying to create events that get there's just not a lot of events for families to go out and do anymore.
Yeah.
He's trying to bring that back, and that's obviously what the Savannah Bananas do. So
yeah.
I know when I saw it was in June, I knew that was kind of a tough time of year, but I was thinking like, man, if we can, I think
Uh-huh.
that's something we need to do. So kind of got excited to see how that goes
Oh,
and
yeah.
how the boys like it. And
Yeah. We're super excited too.
yeah,
We're
I think
really,
it'll be a good time.
really looking forward to that. Your boys are playing again.
Well, Cole's not doing T-ball or coach pitch, but Elliot's doing T-ball. It's his
T-ball.
last year T-ball. He kind of fell in that age bracket. He thinks he's too good for it, but
That's understandable.
evidence suggests he's not. But
Oh.
you can't tell him that.
Any nephews playing? I seen.
I think Kai is. Yeah.
Well, I saw your dad at the ballpark one night, and so I was looking around to see who was there, and I was having a hard time coming up with anybody.
Yeah, I think
so
Kai
I
is
wasn't
playing.
sure who he was there watching.
I'm
But
not sure if Kai's quite in the regular baseball. I think he is. I think he is old enough. He's kind of in the regular pitch.
Yeah, good.
So
good.
I haven't made it over to any of those games, but yeah. So
Yeah, we've had a pretty good baseball year as well. Tanner moved up, so he's on the Killer Bees.
oh, nice.
Unless you're in the hood, and then it's the Killer Bees.
Kill.
But so that would be like 7th and 8th graders.
Okay.
And so he's been playing well, been playing a lot of second base and doing well at that. And Owen is 12U. Yet this year he will be next year too, and then he'll get to move up. But he's catcher still.
Yeah.
One of the kids on his team is a pretty good athlete and a really good third baseman. And so I think in one game they threw out 3 kids stealing to third.
Oh, nice.
Him and that kid. They usually get at least one a game. Sometimes they get a handful.
Huh.
So that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Record's a little tough. So there's still some learning going on that
Yeah,
team for sure.
yeah.
But yeah, been a good baseball year. And we went down to when the Huskers were in the Big Ten tournament.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Yeah.
We went down to that game on Saturday. Didn't quite go our way, but the
Yeah.
experience was fun. And so
Pretty good year for Husker sports. All in
it
all.
has been.
I mean, everybody focuses on football, and that is what it is. But yeah, softball made the World Series. Baseball hosted a regional,
Yep.
and basketball went Sweet 16.
Yeah. Track.
Ladies basketball made the tournament. Track had a high finish. Wrestling was
Yeah.
like third. So
Yeah.
I mean, pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah. It's been good.
yeah, it has.
So I don't know. I would probably put baseball as one of my favorite summer
Yeah.
activities yet. And so
Yep. So no, how about we're gonna do a new segment introduced this week, and it's gonna be called The Road Less Graveled.
the road less graveled.
Yeah, we were well experienced with those.
Which may be that may also be the name of the tour
Yeah, that's right.
when we start that.
Like the easier to drive tour, but it's the road less gravel tour.
It's the road less graveled tour. So
So we were kind of thinking a couple of different ways we could go with this, and the one we settled on is just we all have those random thoughts as we're driving around and that really make no sense. But when you're in your own head, you just kind of pop in and we just thought, hey, it might be kind of fun for us to share a couple of ours and just to see how ridiculous our thoughts can be sometimes when we're left alone to our own. So I guess you want to go first?
Yeah.
Let me go first.
No,
go ahead.
I'll give you my first one.
Yeah.
So I have had this thought. This is a thought that I remember vividly as a little kid, and I still maintain that I think it's a good idea. I have often thought it is too bad that you can't somehow outfit a pivot with a sickle bar, like the whole length of the pivot. And so that when it was time to cut hay, you obviously leave the water off.
Yeah.
And you just turn the speed
just
up to
engage
100 and you kick the sickle on and you hit the go button and you come back later and your hay's all cut.
How do you keep the sickle from knocking it over in the meantime?
Well, it just wouldn't.
Okay.
I mean, the sickle is, it's sickling like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean when you're
like
just trying to water?
stationary. You're not engaging it. You're just watering. How do you keep that sickle that's down there from just
Oh, yeah. No, I'm
knocking
with you.
everything
Well,
over?
it would clearly be on some sort of a lift system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you could raise and lower it.
Yeah. Right,
Okay.
Right. So you
Okay.
just pull it up by the truss rods when you're not, trying to cut hay with it. And then it lays it out super thin. So it's going to dry really well.
That's true.
You don't need to windrow it and then tether it and then rake it back together again. Like it just lays it out all wide. You run out there with the rake when you're ready to go, rake it all up.
Don't hate it. Don't know how it's practical, but
it would be
has some design flaws. But I mean, you're a kid, so I'll give you a pass.
My guess is it would be dangerous for wildlife, perhaps.
It could be.
And if you went through any kind of draws with trees in them, may not work as well.
That's a fair point.
But after the first pass, you'd have all that taken care of.
That's
So really, I think it'd work great.
Yeah, boy. Hopefully that didn't walk out on the road. You don't miss the barricade.
Well, yeah. I mean, but
Maybe
that's
some ditch hay.
Yeah. Well,
or maybe even some corn.
Unless it's
Neighbor's
prohibited.
corn. Well, that's right. It's out of season.
Got a sign that says harvesting hay prohibited. Then your pivot's out there. Really, I saw a picture too from the World Wide Web here, I don't know, a week or so ago. Somebody's machine missed the barricade and walked out on a paved road.
Yeah.
And that, we're kind of joking about it, but that could be pretty dangerous.
Boy, that phone call would just get you. It's not like you can just wheel that thing right off of there either.
Kick that in reverse. And,
I've seen them walk across minimum maintenance roads before.
Yeah.
And that's not a big deal. But yeah, paved road, that would be a big problem.
Yeah, bad situation.
Bad deal.
But anyway, so yeah, pivot swather. I think is how you go with that. Absolutely.
The one I'm starting with is, I was listening to something, they mentioned FFA, and it got me down memory lane on the FFA trail.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you had to do it or not, but our freshman year in FFA, we all had to do creed speaking in districts. And I think our advisor, who I'd like to have on sometime, I think he did that just because the creed obviously encompasses the whys of FFA. So I think making us all do that just kind of got us familiar with the organization. It was just an easy way to do that. Probably good to get some public speaking experience. Thing is, none of us were ever very good at it. It wasn't something we really hammered on. It was just kind of memorized. We went through the motions, we did it, and I think that's all he expected out of us.
Right.
So knowing what I know now, if I could go back then, knowing that it probably wasn't going to place well, if I was a judge, I'd enjoy this, but you'd have to have the right crowds. Like, what if you started creed speaking, but like the band creed, you started saying lyrics to My Sacrifice, and that was your creed speaking. And you just started off just saying it, and then by the time you get to the chorus, you're really start getting into the grunge of it.
You're belting it out.
Start singing it. If I was a judge, I would put that kid top 10.
Right.
I would play some meddling, but I'm just I would. After hearing a day of just the same creed over and over, for someone to be that clever to come in, I'm not going to put him above the ones that did really good.
Yeah.
As soon as that tear drops off, I have to give that kid credit. I'm going to put it in. But I think that'd be funny if you just started saying the lyrics to My Sacrifice.
That would be awesome.
Because it's still creed speaking. It's just a different kind of creed speaking.
It is still creed speaking. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that was my random thought that day. Is I somehow went from FFA to saying My Sacrifice at a creed speaking.
Yeah, I like that.
But
yeah, I have often wondered. So my head usually ends up in the performance world somewhere along the line, and I always think, if there was just a way to have stuff perform better, that would probably be, what we desire. And so, once upon a time, I was young man. I was living on my own yet. It was in between college and when Aaron and I got married, and I had a place in Deschler, And so I was living there.
Crop scouted around Nishler.
Yeah, you should have came by.
They should have.
I mean, I probably would have been there.
Nah, probably not.
Because that was like 5 years after I was there. And we ended up with a rainy spell, and yard got pretty woolly and out of control. And so I had a push lawnmower that I'd got from mom and dad, one of their hand-me-downs, and it was struggling. And it wasn't because I didn't want to mow the yard, but like you only have so much opportunity to mow the yard, and it was raining and grass was growing, and because I was working at a fertilizer.
Long hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
And access to fertilizer. So I had fertilized the yard really well.
Really well.
Which I was starting to wish I hadn't done. And so anyway, one of the other things we sold like alcohol, like for your airline system, like methanol alcohol.
Yeah.
To put in your airlines in your truck, like in the wintertime or whatever. So I bought a gallon of that out of the store there. And obviously you got to rejet the carb. And so wasn't exactly sure what to do, to be super precise. And so I went to the auto parts store there, and I got a new jet for the carburetor for the lawnmower I had. I didn't want to mess up the original, so I bought a replacement and a torch tip cleaning set.
Oh, yeah.
But the set that's actually the little drill bit style. And I'd drill it out a little bit and then put it in and see if it was any better. And then I'd drill it out a little bit and I'd put it in to see if it was any better. And I kept doing that, kept putting more and more fuel to it and drilling the jet out. And at some point I did get so it ran okay, but it was never super great.
Methanol.
Yeah. But I never could get it. We just couldn't get enough air to it, I don't think. If we could have turbocharged it, that probably would have come to life.
On it.
I did actually get it to run. I mean, it would run well. When we started, it would not run, and kept tuning on it and tuning on it and tuning on it, and finally got it. It would run, but
I'm just picturing like your lawnmower being the race car. It's loping as you go out there, and then you put it down and just, a bunch of smoke shoots up, and
off
you go.
Nah, we did not realize any performance gains, so eventually gave up on that. Put the jet back in, and
I mean, everybody starts off with a push mower, and in college we had college guys are so short-sighted.
Oh yeah.
So there's like 5 of us renting a house, and then spring comes and we realize like none of us have any capability to actually mow the grass in the house we're renting. But up in the garage there was a real mower.
Oh sure.
So I was like, well, let's just see how that bad boy works.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Tell you that's a workout, but it did pretty decent.
Did well.
I mean, so I cut the grass that spring with an old real mower.
Really, as opposed to a fake mower? Because it's all right.
He's got the jokes.
EEL, not EAL. Gotcha.
It did not cut dandelions very well.
Oh, I suppose.
See,
really?
So basically what I had to do, and I'm sure this thing hadn't been sharpened in years. That probably made a big difference, but you had to kind of sit there and just push it, pick it up, just kind of really rev the thing up, and then you'd set it over those dandelion stems and then finally chop them up. They're just too flimsy. You just kind of made it through.
You majored agronomy down there?
Yeah.
Couldn't find anything to kill dandelions with?
Just didn't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And these were ones that had already gone to seed. So you had that chewy stems.
Even just a regular lawnmower doesn't do great.
No, it doesn't.
You think it does, but you come back the next day and like, what happened here?
I know. Crazy dandelions.
People pick them, put them in their salad.
Like Sid the Sloth?
Yeah.
Fly sage?
Yeah. Like when it says like mixed summer greens or whatever, you got to look. They put weeds in there.
Some of them fancy salads, you pull out a leaf and you're like, that looks like a pretty healthy sized dandelion leaf.
Yeah. Or like the greens off the radishes. I think they put those in there.
Yeah. Like some of those are a little too close to a thistle for my liking.
I don't actually dislike it. I kind of like that.
Yeah. But I mean, just an iceberg salad. Nobody just stick to the basics, man.
All right. So being you brought this up.
Yeah.
Eating salad. And what is your preferred, like, do you like the carrots mixed in or no?
Yeah. So my ideal salad would be, iceberg lettuce and carrots and probably some radish. Oh, purple cabbage for sure.
Yeah.
Do you like the purple cabbage?
Yeah.
And then some ranch. Maybe some peas.
I could go peas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I'm on a salad bar that has some peas, I'll sprinkle a few in.
Yeah.
I'll throw green olives on mine.
Yeah. I mean, bacon bits. Those are always welcome.
Bacon bits, sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
I'll sprinkle a few of them.
Yeah.
Are you croutons or club crackers?
I don't mind a crouton. The roof of my mouth, it does not love it.
Oh, yeah.
I do like the crunch in there, but golly, them things will tear you.
Do you ever go to
Your
Ruby
mouth up.
Tuesdays much?
No, I just remember. No, not really. I think it's been a long time since then we went, and I had an amazing salad bar.
They got the croutons that are like crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
Oh,
I kind of like those.
yeah, that's a good idea.
If you're rolling up like somewhere and they have salad, and like the chopped lettuce,
Yeah,
but then they have like the shredded lettuce.
yeah,
Which one is your preference?
probably the chop, the bigger chunks.
See, I'd rather go shredded. Be
I
honest
like a
with you.
good midrib in there. Just
Lettuce bones.
yeah,
Ugh,
yeah.
yuck. I can't agree with that.
Well,
I mean,
not all of us can be right. So.
Well, I'm sure I'm not a ruminant, so if you could sort out some of the
That's usually what I say. We were at a buffet and there's a salad bar. I'm like, I suppose I'll put a little roughage in the diet.
Yeah.
Don't want the acidosis, but
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, which I am sure that in the shredded lettuce there is lettuce bones in there too, but they're shredded. It's like running it through
it's
the
not
processor.
It's like the difference between a good tub grinder and a hay buster.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
That is a fact.
I like the hay buster salad.
I'm tub grinder salad.
And then the real ones, the bale unrolled salad is just like whole lettuce leaves.
I cannot get behind that.
Nah, those people try to use lettuce leaves for buns.
I mean, come on.
Just eat a plain hamburger.
I mean, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down with like watching carbs.
Yeah.
I don't know if we replace that with a lettuce leaf.
No, I'm just have the hamburger on a plate.
Or do you know what a wedge salad is?
No.
It's what it sounds like. They bring you all the fixins and like a quarter of a head of lettuce, like cut that way, like cut in a wedge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why
Interesting. I don't like that.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'd love to do a bunch of work. When I get done here, I'm going to go over to Fresh Seasons and check myself out. Like, come on.
Dorothy Lynch or ranch?
I tend to go to ranch, but I do like Dorothy Lynch.
I do too. And actually the combination, that's kind of where it's at.
There is a lot of people that do that.
Yeah.
I can't quite.
But you're not a mix of food kind of guy, are you?
No, I'm not.
I'm just all about efficiency. If I can combine something, like I will turn roast beef, mashed potatoes, corn into one dish.
You mean like
hot beef sundae?
Oh, I thought you meant like a milkshake, like you just blend it all up and put a straw in it.
No.
I do like hot beef sundae though. But those, yeah, I don't know. I should try the Dorothy and Ranch thing again.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it in a while. I like them both.
Yep.
I like blue cheese though.
Never tried it.
If somebody has really good blue cheese, I will go that way. And
to me, blue cheese is that Distillers. It's been there for a couple weeks.
It's good. And then you were talking peas.
Yeah.
But if you have wasabi peas,
oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the Asian spices so much.
Well, wasabi's like kind of like horseradish.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a big fan of horseradish.
He's like, no, I know. No, I know exactly what it is. That's why I don't like it. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, you got anything else?
Well, I don't know. No. Yeah, we're just, like you said, we're kind of getting right in the thick of it for summertime, and we're just trying to keep our head above water. It always sort of feels that way. If you can live to the 4th of July, it seems like it gets better after that.
It does. So. It's just, I think June, summer's always busy, but June's kind of the month where everything hits.
Yes.
You kind of get to July, it's just irrigating.
Yeah.
And you kind of get in that pattern, and, planting's busy, but it's planting, and you kind of work things around that. It just seems like May and June's kind of the catch-all, or just several things are happening all at once.
Well, and I think June gets tough because it's not just what you're doing, it's also what everybody else is doing.
Sure.
So if you got kids in sports, softball, baseball, probably soccer.
It's a prime activity month.
Yes, there's a lot of that going on, and that sort of thing. So, yeah. But other than that, no, I think I was just trying to think if there was anything else exciting I was going to talk about. It seems like beans we haven't been on since February, I'd have more to say, but
I don't know.
We probably ought to do some more of them. We'd think of more stuff.
I think we would too. But, well, we thank you all for joining us. And, hey, if you can remember some of those songs we were trying to fumble through earlier, you can always comment where you're listening, or you can email us at thefarmertanpodcast@gmail.com.
That's right.
We would like that help. We would like to revisit that, or anything else from the show that you can bring up that we can kind of talk about the next one and kind of help us remember where we are. And
we'd like to get into these comments, but
people aren't very commenty.
No. Or they send us like, yeah, I agree completely.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, that's great. We appreciate you.
We are right on most things. So.
Almost all things.
Almost all things. But yeah, so feel free to do that. And like I said, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
All right. See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Early mornings and the late night drive.